Oh, and I need my... my order, here we go. All right, let's get this switched over to... Fortunately, I don't think any of the secrets will really do any good. All right, let's see if this is the right thing. Yay. All right, that should do it. Oh, and I need to get the Twitch thing switched over because they don't like it when you're on the wrong game. Matters which one I do. Oh, I guess it kind of does. Okay, let's switch it to that one. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't switch over, but apparently Twitch has a bit of a problem if you don't label your videos under the right game. I don't think it matters so much if you're switching halfway through, but I have noticed that some people have had their VODs removed because they used the wrong name. It's because a lot of people will play a game, but they'll put it under a more popular game's name to drive more attention to themselves. And Twitch has kind of twigged to that and decided that's not a cool thing to do. I don't think it's against like terms and services or anything like that, but it is definitely something that can get your videos pulled down. So just in case, quick name change and that should be good. All right. That might be a bit loud. Turns it off. All right. So this is not exactly a retro game. Not really. I think the first ones came out like 8 or 9 years ago now. I mean, it's old-ish. But this is another little favorite series of mine. These ones in particular are fairly short, so they don't take very long to get through. I'll probably make a start on the first one, but I don't know if I'll be able to actually get through all of it. But for those who are unfamiliar, this is the Cube Escape games. These are a series of puzzle games that originally came out on Flash. And they just kind of popped up. They were little free games you can just go onto a website and play. But they're the standard kind of point and click. You collect items and you use them to solve puzzles kind of games. The thing that really attracted me to this series is the lore. There isn't much of a story. I mean, there is kind of a story, but the main draw to this game is just the world building. It's got a really kind of creepy, surreal kind of style to it. Very reminiscent of things like Twin Peaks. For anyone who actually remembers that. So there's a little bit of a thing that's going on that you kind of learn more and more about as you play through the games. And it's something they've developed from one game to the next. Now, there are a number of ways to play through the series. One way is to simply play in the release order. But the thing is that the games do kind of jump back and forth in time a little bit. So another way to do it is in chronological order, where you start with a game that occurs at the earliest and you work your way through. The problem with that is that some of the later games have spoilers for the earlier ones. So even though you're playing a game that happens earlier in the timeline, it will spoil games that come later. Fortunately, I have been able to find a playlist that combines both chronological and spoiler order. So it may jump around in the timeline a little bit, but at least it makes sense and doesn't really spoil anything. And I mean, the game itself kind of assumes that you're jumping through time anyway, so there's a bit of weird, timey-wimey stuff in the games built in. So it kind of makes sense that you're doing a little bit in the future and then you get like a flashback thing to the past and so on and so forth. So the first game that I have in this particular order is The Lake. Now, I have played through the series before. These symbols means that I have actually gained all the achievements, so I have completed a complete run through this. But since they are puzzle games and since it's been a while since I played them, I don't really remember everything about them. What do I remember? The puzzles aren't particularly difficult. I think there might be a few of them that get a little abstract and I might need to resort to a walkthrough for. But I will do my best to go through. However, this is not meant to be a complete walkthrough. I'm not going to go through and grab all of the achievements because some of them are a little weird and complex to get. This is just meant to be a fun playthrough of the games themselves. So anyway, so we'll start with The Lake. And here we are at the lake. You can look around. There are things you can interact with. One of the interesting things about these games is that the mouse cursor doesn't change when you mouse over something you can interact with. So technically, anything can be interactable. You kind of have to figure out what to click on yourself. So there's no little cheaty thing saying, oh, my mouse has changed to a hand down here, therefore this must be something I can do something with. Fortunately, most of the things you can interact with are somewhat obvious. For example, you can try clicking on there, but it's locked. There's a little fish hooky thing down here, so I'll grab that. Yes, there was something on the ceiling. Apparently it's an insect. I'm thinking might be using that to go fishing with. And here there's a crowbar. Oh, and that one's empty. Got a little blue stool. Do anything with. A window. And something stuck into the window frame. A piece of paper. The past is never dead. It is not even past. And there's a bunch of different things. Fishing line. And a fishing rod. Those doors are locked. I can turn the music off if it's a problem. Chopping block. Or cutting board. Oop, and a knife. Alright, hang on. Music. Not a problem. Alright. So, got a bunch of things to make a fishing rod out of. Let's put the hook on the line. Or, hang on, I guess they have to go onto the rod. Oh, I don't think you can actually combine things in your inventory. Okay, so I guess the rod goes there. Then the line. And the hook. Then bait the hook. Okay, fishing rod should be good. Now before I do that, got the crowbar. I did notice, yeah, there are these marks in the wood. I'm wondering, and there we go. Got an eye. There was another one. I think. Thought I saw another one. Yeah, there we go. A key! Alright, well there's a couple of locked doors. Let's see if it works in this one. Got it first time. Which gives us some mold, apparently. Alright, well. I think the only thing left to do is go fishing. I got a shrimp. I don't know if I can get anything without putting something on the hook. No. Can I put the mold on the hook? It's apparently some super special bait. I guess it might be valuable. Got me a shell. So the shell and the eye. Yeah, shell and eye. Two of the items that I need. I still need a diamond, an apple, and whatever this thing is. Was there another break in the ceiling? No, there was not a break in the ceiling. I hate to say it, but I think we might need to. Yep, it's a mold-eating shell. But I have a feeling we might need to turn this shrimp into the next bit of bait. So, these games don't get too gruesome, and it's very cartoony art style. So this shouldn't be too bad. Oh, okay. So the shrimp wasn't bait. Apparently the shrimp had a key inside of it. Oh, and it might also be bait. Okay. Yeah, chopping the heads off of shrimp. Alright, so the key has to go to one of these. Okay. So there's a worm and a magnet. Magic knife or magic key. So I got a couple things that can be used as bait. Um, let's see if the magnet can be used to dredge up anything. Another key. Well, there's only one door left. A coin. Oh, was that last thing a coin? Oh, okay, so that's the coin. Alright, so 3 down, 2 to go. Diamond and an apple. I wonder if the worm gets the apple. Use a worm to fish up the apple? Oh, nope, worm gets a fish. I think the fish might also have something inside of it. Fish for dinner. That's not a key. Apparently the fish had a small tree inside of it. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm guessing these games get pretty weird. Like I said, very surreal. So not everything necessarily makes a lot of sense. But all right, so I still need a diamond and an apple. Can I not get an apple from this? All right, well I still have the shrimp head left, so let's go fishing for that. Um, okay. Of course. You use a shrimp's head to catch yourself a body. He didn't like that. Apparently shrimp head works pretty well. There we go, an apple. Right, the only thing that's missing now is the diamond. Um, I think since I still have the magnet, maybe I'm supposed to use that again. It just decided it wanted to go back into the water and go swimming again. Oh, here we go. Magnet's still on there. Can I get something else? Nah, of course not. Perfectly safe. Oh, another box. That's it. So we got this one. It says mirror. And remember the seasons. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this is an extra special thing for one of the achievements. Remember the seasons. Seasons is one of the other Cubescape games. So I think what you're meant to do is you're meant to get the code from seasons and then come back into this game and put it in here. But since I have this already, let me just see if I can get the code that you're supposed to put into that thing. So this is Cube Escape Lake. Lake. Oh, okay, so this is like an alternate ending. 1487. I might grab this. I don't know if I'll do it. I think I'd rather just do the regular ending. That, and that gives another code that I think is used in one of the other games. Unfortunately, as far as I can tell, there is no way to save this game, so I can't do one ending, come back, and then do the other one. I'd have to play through the entire game over again to do the second ending. So for this one, I'm just going to go with the regular ending. Whoever decides to grab these games and wants to try out the alternate ending for themselves, you're more than welcome to do so. But that's how you get a green diamond. So now I need to open the other box. This one says mirror with a bunch of weird symbols on it. These are symbols. So somehow these symbols have to match up with these ones. But the question is, what do these symbols represent? And what does a mirror have to do with this? Now, I've seen puzzles like this before, so I I know how to figure this out, but I'm kind of interested to see if anyone else has an idea of how to do this. But so the way it goes is um, mirror. Now, of course, there's no mirror in the cabin, so there's nothing in here that you can use to solve the puzzle. I think the puzzle, yeah, it's kind of common. There's a bunch of different places that have used this puzzle before. There's nothing particularly original. But the way to solve this is each of these is a mirror. If you put a mirror down the middle, you can see that it's two halves of a reflection. So this is a 6 times 2, 3, 7. So it should be, now I suck at math, so I need to get a calculator up. 2 times, oh no, sorry, 6 times. 6 times 2, 3, 7. Which equals 1422. Now, these things are also symbols, but they're also mirrored. So that's 0, that's 1, 2, 3, and so on. So to solve this, set that to 1, set that to 4, 2, 2. And there we go, the box is open. And I have a regular diamond. Now, these things need to go onto the tree. So, apple, coin, eye, shell. Apple, coin, eye, shell. Apple, coin, eye, shell. And the last one is the gem. Again, getting the extra means it's an option between the two gems. You can either put the green one in for the alternate ending, or the regular blue diamond for the regular ending. I'm going to go with the blue diamond to get the regular ending. That is turned on. Everything outside has gone black. I think our friend is back. And there are scary things in the void. And that's Cube Escape the Lake. So that's the first in the series. Again, these are meant to be fairly short. They kind of build on each other. These were originally released as free Flash games. So it was just these people kind of screwing around with these, putting them out for people to play with, but available as a collection on Steam, which I think the collection is actually free. The other games in the series aren't. But yes, scary void creature just wanted a hug. Um, but each of these games has a number of different achievements you can get. I think each of these has 8, which are just little secrets and Easter eggs you can do during the course of the game. Sometimes, I think these 5 you just get by collecting these items. These 3 are secret ones. So, like this one you get if you fill your inventory with stuff. This one you get if I think there's a moment where the shadow thing can appear in the window, and if you click on them, you'll get this one. And then, of course, using the green diamond at the end gives you this one. If you complete all of them, then it shows a symbol. And once you complete all 9 games, you can use these symbols for a little extra special thing. But these games are great for these little hidden bits and pieces and additional puzzles and optional extras that you can do. They get even more complicated and elaborate and interesting when you get into the later games. But so yeah, that was the lake. That was the first that you're meant to play in the series. Again, it's not meant to make sense. It's just meant to be a little spooky thing that happens. But it's foreshadowing. The things that happen in there actually gain importance as you go through. But the next one in the series would be Seasons. This is going back to what is the first one in the release order. So this one's a bit longer, a bit more complicated. There's more to it. The lake was just a short little one. This is almost like 4 times the size of the lake. So I probably will just get started on spring, but I don't think I'm going to get very far into it. Because unfortunately, I am going to have to wrap things up pretty soon. So spring happens in 1964. What do I remember? And again, we find ourselves in a room, a bunch of things. Bird. Alright, so let's see what can be interacted with. That is something. Creepy voice on the phone. Locked. That can be changed. Okay. Sad looking plant. Matchsticks. Empty. Spoon. Empty. Egg goes into square. Rusty Lake. Mental health and fishing. Can I eat Harvey's egg? And a prescription for Prozac. And a background with marks that might be something. Ad reception. Oh, hello. A photo piece. Guess I need to do something to improve the reception. Locked door. Handle. What is this? The picture is not complete. um, don't worry, I'm sure we'll be able to fix up the radio. Piece of wood. Bird food. And an empty pot. Oh, the oven door is stuck. Okay. Oh, that thing did say something about eating an egg. I'm guessing an egg goes there. Water. Pot. Pot with water. Oh, maybe we boil the egg. Let's see what's on the other side of the curtains. That's actually quite. Oh. I was gonna say it's quite nice out there. Maybe to lift. Another piece of the photo. Oh, the lights were off. Okay, so that turned it back on. Aha! Another piece of the photo. And back to said plant. Okay, piece of the paint, a piece of the picture, a piece of the picture. Okay, photo of a lady standing up by the tree. Um, well, there she is. There she was. I see you, Shadow Man. I think he disappears before I can click on him. Oh well. Alright, birdie. Locked. I have some bird seed for you. And you laid an egg. Alright, so this says egg goes into cube. Can I eat Harvey's egg? No, I don't think we killed the bird. The bird, I'm pretty sure, is Harvey. I think we're probably going to eat his egg, though. Because this is uncooked, I'm thinking it needs to be cooked. Does this thing even work? Hmm. I don't think the stove is working. Alright, well, I do have matches. So, let's see what happens if I try and light the candle. Okay. Oh, piece of wood. In the fireplace. And then I set the fireplace. Okay. Oh. Alright. Can't do anything with that yet. Can I just... Oh, maybe I don't have to cook it. Hang on. Not cooked yet. Okay, so I do have to cook it. Hot. Egg. Is it on the wrong side? Uncooked egg pot with water. I don't know if I need to open that. Hello again, mystery lady. That's the same. Oh, I was thinking I might be able to water the plant, but apparently not. And it's still saying bad reception. I'm pretty sure it's this, but... Oh, hang on. Oh, is it one of those ones where you have to light it? You turn the gas on. Oh, and then you light it. Okay. Jeez. Okay, cooked egg. It's been a while since I've seen a gas stove, although I guess this is set in like the 1960s. Let's just turn that off. Okay, so now I can put the egg in here and crack it open with the spoon. Crack, crack, crack. Uh oh. Yeah, 1960s is a bit before my time too. Black cube. All right. The void is back and it gave us a cube. Okay, cube, pretty sure, goes into here. Square peg, square hole. I placed the cube. Uh, We go through the magic void hole into the summer of 1971. So this is seven years. And everything got a bit of a reddish tint. The same room, but different. There's the picture that used to be on the fireplace. Radio looks a little different. Candle's melted down a bit. Still can't open the clock. There will be blood. You just need a black void cube, stick it into a chimney hole, and put a painting over it. And apparently that gives you a void hole. It's the creepy phone voice's job to be creepy. There will be blood. And plant is different. That plant is definitely different. It's the hand from the lake. Here's a photo. Oh, there's another piece there. Yeah, that was definitely a little bit weird. But yeah, you could see around the wrist it had the same kind of markings that the body at the lake had. Matches again. Screwdriver. I think when the hand opened up, you could give it something, and that was one of the achievements for this level. I don't remember what it was you're meant to give it. Maybe you could stab it with a screwdriver or something, but yeah, so there's a thing there that you could do. Oh, there we go. That looks nicer. Eee. So this is at nighttime. Too heavy to lift. Whoa, Harvey, you sound different. Can't do anything with the painting. Nothing in the drawers. Looks like there's something there. Use a screwdriver? Oh. Hmm. Oh, that works now. Might need to put something in the oven. Rusty Lake, mental health and fishing. Thing for Prozac. Remember that song. Oh, Ooh, I think there is an audio puzzle. I think I might need to turn the music on for this one. At least to do this. There's something there. That's missing its plug. No power. There was... Here we go. Yeah, my favorite song. Okay, so you have to be able to hear this to be able to solve the puzzle. Another candle. Ah, there's the plug. And the picture pieces go in here. Okay. I think that's most of the stuff that can be picked up right off the bat. That hasn't changed. But I think before I get any further, I will probably... Yeah, I should call it here. That was one and a bit of the Cube Escape series, following the order of partial chronology, partial spoiler free. But I think I'm going to leave it there and continue this next time. The game automatically saves progress, so I can jump right back in here next time. A few things I can definitely use. Got some ideas for different bits that can be done. But yep, unfortunately, it is getting kind of late, so I should wrap things up here. Obviously, next time, now that Night's Chase is done, I'll focus on running through the series. Some games are longer than others, so should probably be able to get through like 2 or 3 of these a session. There's a fair number of them in the series, but only a couple of them are like full-length games that take a while to actually play through. And yeah, it's really neat how the story kind of develops from one to the next, and you get more pieces of the puzzle as you progress through, and it starts to make a little bit more sense, and you get an idea of what's going on. Even still, it helps if you have like a story guide that kind of puts it all together for you and tells you exactly what is going on. So I have a pretty good idea of the story behind these games, series of games. So hopefully as we go on, I should be able to fill in some of the gaps and make it make sense. But for now, though, all that really needs to be known is that there's a creepy lake with some void thing in it, and now we're going through 10 years or something like that, trying to figure out what's going on in this room and who this mystery lady is. So yeah, I'll continue playing through this. Of course, Lure games continue on Wednesdays. We'll be going back to that, finishing off the 5th one. And yeah, as usual, these are going up on YouTube, keeping a bit of an archive of the different games. Tonight's stream I'll split into 2 different videos, so there'll be one for the end of Night's Chase, and then one for the start of this one. I probably won't divide each game into its own episode. I'll probably just keep them together. But anyway, I should be calling it a night. So, thank you so very much for watching. Rika, as usual, it was very nice to have you here. I hope things get better for you. But Yeah, I think that about does it for tonight. So, again, thanks everyone who watches these videos and hops into the stream. And I will see you all, hopefully, next time.